This year I gave myself 6 months to win my first tournament, and I've let it come down to the last 2 weeks. With 2 tournaments left, will I be able to win my first tournament? Let's see if I can get the job done today at the Cambridge Tier 4. Alright guys, so we're here in Cambridge today, here for the Tier 4. Got a really late start time today of 11:15, which is really nice. So managed to get like 10 hours of sleep, so feel very well rested. Yeah, don't know who I'm playing against today. Don't know anyone in the entry list really, so I haven't even bothered looking at my draw. Just gonna go focus on my own game, focus on what we've been working on in training, trying to be a bit more patient and play out longer rallies, and yeah, see what we can get done, focusing on those things. Alright, just getting warmed up here out in the hallway. Looks like a nice hall. We'll see how it flies in a minute. Seen one player who looks way above a Tier 4 standard, but like I said earlier, just going to focus on my game today, trying to do the right things, focusing on myself, controlling the controllable, as David King would say. And yeah, let's see what we can do. And here we go guys, getting into the first match, the first box match of the day. I was trying to keep it out of my mind, but this was a really high pressure tournament. It was my second to last opportunity in my goal to try and win before the end of the year. I did not want to leave it to the very last tournament. I was really hopeful to be able to get that win today. So going into this tournament, I felt in a really good place. I'd had a few weeks off to let my legs really rest, and training had been going really well. As I alluded to earlier, the big focus in training with Dean and David over recent weeks and months had been to be more patient, play the longer rallies, and that was what I was really trying to do coming into this tournament. A few nervy mistakes in the beginning of this match like that one, and yeah, I was feeling quite nervous actually. I knew that there was a bit of pressure on this one, and my legs and my upper body just felt a little bit tight. A couple of silly mistakes here, giving my opponent a nice 2-point cushion, and I just acknowledged that these were silly mistakes and mistakes that I shouldn't be making, and looked to address that in the points moving forward. That rally there gives you a good idea of the player I was up against. He was pretty solid and didn't really give me anything for free. He was really good at retrieving the shuttle, and some of these shots would have been winners against other opponents, but he was able to get back. You're probably able to tell by the long rallies we're having, but the conditions in this hall were very slow. This, coupled with my opponent's good defence, meant that the shuttle was quite hard to put away, and we had plenty of long rallies. That relift won me a few points through this match, and it's a shot that normally in fast conditions you're just not able to play. I was really happy to take that opener. It was a really tight set in many ways, but I got a 2-point buffer and I felt like I maintained it well throughout the game. Winning the set gave me a lot of confidence because I knew how slow and nervous I felt in the opening points, but I was still able to battle through that and win the set. You may have noticed by now I was playing barely any full power smashes. I realised they just weren't serving me, and actually just accurate half smashes down the lines were much more effective. By this point in the match, I was feeling so much more fluid on court. My movement was a lot more relaxed, and that just comes down to getting past those initial nerves.
I walked in the room, eyes are red, and I don't smoke banger. Did you check on me? Did you check? Now did you notice me? Nobody will know it, paranoid.
Because of the slow conditions, I really liked my high serve. I felt like they couldn't punish me too much from it. And you also see me playing a lot of high lifts and high clears. I just felt that with the shuttle at the rear of their court, there wasn't much they could do to break through my defence.
I walked in the room, eyes are red, and I don't smoke banger. Did you check on me? Did you notice me?
Alright, so just came off the first match, happy to win that one, 21-16 and 13. It's quite a tough game, just getting to grips with the conditions, but and a tricky opponent as well. I've got quite a lot back, but just trying to tell myself to play the long rallies, not go for the attack too early. I think it was paying off for the most part, so just going to try and continue that, continue to get a good feel for the hall, and hopefully win the next one and get out of the box. Let's go. So on to the second box match. Win this and I'm out of the box and into the quarterfinal. Now earlier you may have remembered me saying this. I've seen one player who looks way above a tier 4 standard. And of course I ended up playing him here. Earlier when I'd watched this player, he seemed to have a really strong attack from the back, so he looks quite dangerous. Despite my opponent looking strong, the opening few points actually put me at ease slightly. While he was a good player, we were trading points and I felt right in the game. I think I was correct that my opponent had really good shots. However, I think my footwork was maybe slightly better, and I thought the answer to winning this match would be to effectively move him around the court. I felt like the longer the rallies went on, the more it favoured me, and therefore I was really happy to be patient, play slow lifts, and wait for my opportunity.
so much better at everything. Nice and clever in my chair, there's no compare. I adore you. Ooh, I adore you. I can't fuss with your head beyond your years. People try to find this thing you've always been. I adore you.
There's a good example of that strong attack I was talking about earlier. I just felt the longer the rallies went on and the slower the pace was, the more it favoured me. Really happy with how I closed out that first set. It was really close right up until the end. I think I just stayed really patient and earned all of my points. I think after the first set, two things changed. I think my opponent's head probably dropped a bit and he definitely made more mistakes. And also, my confidence grew and I felt a lot more relaxed to hit my attacking shots and play winners. You'll see me play a lot of chop slices in this match. It's something that I'd been working on in one of my sessions with Dean and David, and it was just working especially well in this match. I'd opened up such a big gap in this second set, not from doing anything drastically different, but just from staying patient and only hitting winners when I thought it was the right time. Okay, won the second match, which I'm happy with. The guy I just played was the guy that I saw earlier on knocking up and thought he was probably one of the better players here. I think he was definitely more of a doubles player, just stayed patient in the rallies and moved him around, and he was making the mistakes more than I was, so yeah, I felt really good on court. Second game was a lot more comfortable as well, won to single figures, so yeah, pleased with that. Just going to try and keep the same game plan going and see how far we can get. And here we go into the quarterfinal. Guys, if you are enjoying the video, please drop a like. Let's see if this time I can actually convert and get the win. I prepared well for this match, keeping warm and making sure my legs didn't go stiff. I had a decent break and I felt really ready for this match. However, I did not expect this to happen. My opponent badly rolled his ankle. I couldn't really see what happened at the time, but watching it back, it didn't look good. After a few minutes of getting some first aid treatment, my opponent decided to carry on the match, and I give him props for that. I hadn't seen my opponent play yet, but the opening few rallies showed me that he was an attacking player who liked to play a fast pace and win his own points. My opponent got back level, and at this point it was playing on my mind that he didn't seem to be moving weirdly, and he seems to be playing even better since the injury. A missed opportunity here, one that I felt like I would have put away earlier in the day, but probably having less of the opportunities in this match made me a bit more desperate. That impatience showing again. My opponent just seems to get everything back and get it back with a purpose as well. And yeah, I think that sums it up. My opponent full of confidence, coming back from an injury to be able to win the first set 21-14 with a reverse backhand slice. I think I did a good job in the beginning of this set to try and stay positive. I think the trickier part was at this point I didn't really know what the game plan was to beat this opponent. Crazy net exchange. I don't know how I didn't win that point, but this was a really high level match. I think both of us were playing really well. However, after the interval, things started going against me. I made a few too many mistakes and I let the lead open up. I think watching this back, it's clear that I was actually trying to push the pace as well. And that was only helping his playstyle. I think I needed to play more like I did in the second game, really slowing things down. Guys, what is happening? I've made it to about 7 quarterfinals now and I've lost all of them. At this point, I don't think it can be
just that I'm always losing to a better player. I think it has to be a bit of mentality or fitness, maybe like a mental barrier that I just need to get over. I don't know. Maybe I'm too happy about getting out the box and not still motivated to push on later in the tournament. I need to think about what it is, because a lot of the matches I feel like I am losing to a better opponent, but having such a bad record in quarterfinals, it's just, there's got to be something else at play. So I'm going to do a lot of reflecting, watch the match back, see what I thought. There was obviously the drama of him rolling his ankle, waiting around, that kind of playing on your mind, thinking, you know, he's not going to be moving as well now, but he seemed to be moving absolutely fine. That maybe didn't help. I'm not sure if that was in my head or not, but I do feel like he pushed the pace well, which suited his game style. I got drawn into that, and yeah, he probably did deserve to win it for sure. So yeah, it's a tricky one. I need to reflect on it, watch it back, and yeah, make a plan for next weekend, because I can't take another quarterfinal loss.